motivated.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, Karl-Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Fans have been waiting for this one, Tim. Always fun to see the marquee names go head-to-head.
Well, it's exciting to see these guys out here for sure. You want to test yourself against the very best that this league has to offer. That's what we're going to get. It's time to see how they stack up.
You always want to measure yourself, don't you? Where you are individually and as a team, am I correct?
No question about it.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Now, here's Holmgren. Boy, he just disappeared against San Antonio, and they really needed him. Hits it from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And here's Towns. After the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns kicks to Brunson. Out to Bridges. It's stolen by Dort. Brunson against SGA. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. There's the 3. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Hart. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Over Hartenstein. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's SGA. 33 points last game. Down low, here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zone, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Now, Towns. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Towns against Hartenstein. Tries from 7. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart. 8 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Knicks lead 8-6.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And here is Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. SGA's got 8 points. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Well, they played hard, but you could tell from their body language they did not have the confidence they needed.
Count that one. 10 points for him.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Here's Hartenstein. Holmgren looking around. Trying to get open is Hartenstein. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Outside, Towns. The teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Towns against Hartenstein. Towns down low. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass.
Hart the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
Now here's Williams. Hasn't made one yet. SGA looking it over. Back to Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Knicks have gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Holmgren kicks to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. To the inside. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Now, here's SGA. He's got 8. Holmgren outside. Here's Dort. Hits the three-point bomb.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby. Walls is checked in for the Thunder. Here is Robinson. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Hart inside. He's against Williams. Hart the pass to Bridges. Rocket 2. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Yeah, Bridges has been experimenting with his motion recently. But when it works, it works.
Wallace outside. From deep, SGA. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor. Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Towns, high post. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Holmgren. Hartenstein with it. Still scoreless. Here's SGA. And the shot goes in.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
To the wing on the left. Holmgren against Towns. Towns is doubled. On deep, Brunson bangs home the trifecta.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Bridges with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's the foul. It's on time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
A different look for New York. Clarkson, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Then for the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Mitchell finds Williams. Back to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Mitchell wide open. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Clarkson for 3. And again, it's a New York 3.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Now, here's Holmgren. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
31-19.
Mitchell looking it over. Bridges against Williams. From the high post. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Bridges finds Robinson. Now McBride. Towns the screen. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Takes the 3. And it's Mitchell missing. The Knicks leading by 15. Bridges passes to Towns. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now, here's Holmgren. 6 points for him.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
Wallace against Clarkson. For the 3. Another 3 for New York.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition. Christmas Day basketball here on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Diawara in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. Shot That's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 8 points.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Wallace against Clarkson. Wallace kicks to Holmgren. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Robinson. Bridges against Wiggins. That one drops for him. He's got 11.
A legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range. Bridges recognizes when he should take that shot.
Mitchell passes to Holmgren. The steal. Pass to Diawara. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mitchell outside. Here's Holmgren. Mitchell outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. And the Thunder another three.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's McBride, covered by Mitchell. Bridges. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
The Knicks leading by 13, and so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Tim, you know you've played it for so long. The intensity of competition can lead to some heated communication, even between those on the same team.
Well, Kevin, believe me, in the 10 years I've played in the league, you often see that between teammates because you have highly competitive individuals who aren't always going to see eye to eye.
But don't you think that's good, though, that competitive tension that may exist within a team?
It creates an edge, Kevin, that you need to win in this league.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Clarkson outside. Now McBride. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges got 7 points for the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Holmgren in the high post. Robinson on him. Robinson with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's McBride, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Pass to Wallace. Back to Wiggins. Holmgren with a screen on Anunoby. He had a nice open look right there. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. At one point, they led by 16. Robinson, a screen on George. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Thunder trailing by 13. It's Dort on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. For New York, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, the Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you, Kevin.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Bridges against Dort. Mitchell outside. 6 to shoot. Holmgren kicks to Wiggins. Shoots over Anunoby. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Clarkson passes to McBride. Back to Clarkson. Pass to McBride. Takes it inside. It's stolen by Dort. Wiggins outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Towns is checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Miles McBride. Jalen Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Throw good, Wiggins. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. Good on the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Bridges outside. Brunson sends a screen for Bridges. On the wing, Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go with a 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Outside, Dort over Bridges. Dort misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Got that one up quick. Towns has got 18 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Towns. Higgins with the bounce pass. Dort. No good on the 3.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
The first free throw is good. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
SGA against Bridges. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Knicks leading by 16. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Here's Anunoby. New York moving it around. Brunson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
On your feet, fans.
The Knicks making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. And a perfect time here to look at all the teams that score the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Here's SGA. The rebound by Yabusele.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Brunson sends a screen for Anunoby. Another 3 for New York.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Inside, here's SGA.
That is so clever by Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets the defender in the air, gets him to bite on that shot fake.
The Thunder have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, it's easy to see why SGA has risen to the level of superstar in this league. He is relentless.
Robinson's checked in for Yabusele. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Pass to Shamet. They set the screen. And again, New York with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Pass to Shamet. Now Towns. A three-pointer, no good. Robinson against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
And here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far.
First half, 2 minutes.
Left side, Towns. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
At the line.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
The free throw drops for Towns. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Out to the right wing. Towns down low. He's defended by Hartenstein. Bucket is good.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
For three, Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hart. The Thunder pull it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
I think it's a really good indicator of which team's off-season moves will have the biggest impact.
Williams, that's good.
The consistency Williams has developed from deep is a critical part of his game. You can't let him get that open.
With a screen on Hartenstein. And it's Towns missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Back to Hartenstein. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Four on the shot clock. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night to the paint. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Hart. Hart's got 3 assists in the game. From deep three-point territory. And so it's New York closing out the quarter with a three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Some IRP animation stunts from your pocket. Arena Entertainment.
Great to see you. And speaking of great, see what I did there? Karl Anthony Towns had an incredible first half.
I love Cat's aggressiveness. He's working, using his size, leaning on dudes, and then he can step out to 25 feet and knock it down.
And from one big fella to another, I assume you'd tell him, just keep doing what you're doing. And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
I always like these matchups because even though you're not always guarding each other, you're thinking, okay, you did that, now watch me do this.
Just like you and Kenny here in the studio.
Oh, no, you haven't.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Here's SGA. Taking a look at the Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Brunson's got 12.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And it's in there. The Knicks leading by 18. Pass to Towns. down in the low post. It goes. Towns has got 25 points.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Holmgren sets the screen for SGA. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Outside, George. Outside, SGA. Holmgren against Anunoby. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Feel that rhythm now. Here's your Knicks breaker, Katangos.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. And so here is Oklahoma City. Holmgren outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out to Holmgren. On the wing, Williams. Hartenstein with the screen on Anunoby. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
We've seen a lot of growth in Williams' offensive game, and that includes his ability to get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Williams.
Well, he's already an elite player in this league, but Jalen Williams now showing you that desire and hunger to keep getting better and adding to his game.
And both free throws good for Williams. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Outside, Towns. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Towns has got 30.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Holmgren kicks to SGA. Hartenstein with the screen for SGA. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. SGA's got 22 points.
Well, SGA loves this duel. He'll trade threes all night long.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Guys?
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Well, and I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Makes it off the glass. Towns has got 11 in the second half.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
To the middle, it's deflected and stolen by Anunoby. And Brunson has it in the corner. From the baseline. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Brunson's got 8 points in the quarter.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. And he gets it to go.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. Second, the Knicks.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Here's Williams. 7 points in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for SGA. The kick out to Williams. Here's SGA. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hart with a screen on Williams. Towns, no luck.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Outside, SGA drains the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I love the aggressiveness. Holmgren really on a roll now.
Hart outside. Here's Anunoby. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to Towns. Good, nice job down low. Towns has got 36. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. For 3, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hartenstein with a screen on Hart. Holmgren outside. 5 to shoot. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Hart kicks to Bridges. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump, Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Back to Brunson. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
Outside, Dort. Williams kicks to Holmgren. No good on the triple. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
Clock at 6. Bridges sets the screen for Brunson. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And for all the talk, Jim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
New York calls timeout. A different look for New York. Robinson comes in for Josh Hart, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for OG Anunoby. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for SGA. Outside, Towns. Brunson finds Clarkson. Williams against Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Brunson's got 25 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Mitchell passes to Holmgren. Back to Mitchell. Three-pointer. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Back to Brunson. Fires at the elbow. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside Williams. Wiggins surveying the floor. From outside the arc, Robinson pulls it in. New York's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Brunson outside. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Wiggins against Brunson. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 8.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Left side, Towns. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Clarkson. He's out there with Miles McBride. Landry Shamet is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Akporti in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. The Thunder shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Williams finds Mitchell. Dort with a screen for Mitchell. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Now the Thunder with it. Dort passes to Williams. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Akporti grabs the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Clarkson on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Robinson kicks to Shamet. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. The rebound by Mitchell. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And sometimes we forget about Clarkson's vertical. He's more than happy to remind us on those throwdowns.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to McBride. It's good from long range.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Dort wide open. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Three-point goal.
Dort's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Oklahoma City. Williams against Robinson. Pass to Shamet. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Ray.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And the shot goes down. And that's now 9 points for Williams.
Yeah, nice possession there. J-Dub gets the ball around the rim, and he knows how to finish.
Takes a step back. Clarkson kicks to Shamet. Robinson a screen on Williams. Shamet And again, New York with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
127.
Pass to Williams. Outside Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
First one falls for him. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now, here's Shamet. Robinson a screen on Williams. Here's Shamet. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Back to SGA. And it's good, 2 points. SGA's got 16 here in the second half.
Okay, SGA showing some muscle on that finish.
Pass to Diawara. Outside Robinson. Here's Clarkson, defended by Dort. Here's Diawara. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Now Williams, guarded by Robinson. Robinson with the block. They recover it. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Robinson misses.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Hartenstein with the screen for SGA. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And defensively, you have to stay with SGA coming off that screen. That creates the passing lane.
Robinson dishes to Clarkson. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Outside, Dort.
32-99.
Holmgren wide open. And he's good on the 3-ball. Holmgren's got 15 points here in the second half. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Shamet trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He is just too quick and too active. Shea is someone who lives at the free throw line.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in. Both free throws good from SGA. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing.
Number 9.
The Thunder shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the inside. Here's Hartenstein. Banked in off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's a screen by Robinson. Yabusele passes to Shamet. Here's McBride. And the three ball is good.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Knicks lead, 135.
And it's SGA penetrating. Good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Landry Shamet. Second.
And New York making a change here. Clarkson's checked in.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. One shot.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. So, GA between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Here's Hartenstein, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half, getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
What you notice all the time about Isaiah Hartenstein, it's how much effort he gives, particularly when it comes to things like rebounding and defending. There's a reason Isaiah Hartenstein's an NBA champion.
Here's Shamet. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his sixth rebound on the night. Outside, SGA. He takes it in. Williams with a clean look. That's good. And SGA with the assist.
3 points.
SGA's got his fifth assist in this one. Here's Clarkson. Down low. It's stolen by Dort. And a wide open look for SGA. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yabusele finds McBride. There's Shamet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice move. Rebound collected by Clarkson. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
First personal foul.
So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
He hits the second from the line. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Karl Anthony Towns.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
And it's blocked by SGA.
That is timing on the part of SGA, protecting that paint.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's Kolek. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.